I have truly never been more excited for a collection in my whole life. This is the Unearthly Cosmetics Devour collection. It's their Halloween release. And I can't wait to show you the look that I created with it. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Heather Eaglin. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. If you love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe and click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. Now, let's get into this collection. Just a little information on this. This collection is $145. You can use a code to get 20% off. The collection comes with 8 pieces, including this gorgeous eyeshadow palette, which you can get sold separately, and it retails for $60. Unearthly Cosmetics has one of my absolute favorite eyeshadow formulas, but with the set, you do get this blush and highlight duo, and I love it so much. It's so beautiful. And we have 1 lip oil, 2 glosses. This is a multi-chrome gloss. And then we have 3 beautiful, comfortable satin liquid lipsticks. And I swatched them out on my arm, but I also wanted to give you guys swatches on my lips. I love them. That multi-chrome gloss is so pretty over top of the satin lipsticks. I love all of the shades. I feel like they're so unique and beautiful. The blush is a pink and purple marbled shade, and as you can see here, it is very pigmented, but it blends out effortlessly. It didn't take me much to blend this out a little bit. You can kind of see my eyes wide, and I was like, oh. But I truly had no issues blending this out at all, and I think it's beautiful. I really love the highlight formula she put in this as well, because it's very bright, glowy, but it doesn't have a lot of glitter particles in it. It gives you more of that lit within kind of look, but if you build it up like I just did here, you can really get a high impact shine, and I just think it's freaking gorgeous. The lipstick I'm wearing is in the shade Chomp, and I really, really freaking loved it. Unearthly Cosmetics has my favorite lipstick formula, and the lip oil, which is in the shade Ruin, is a new formula, and I will say I really, really like this one a lot too, and I think you guys will like it as well. And it's in a very beautiful shade, but it just gives like a little tint of color, and it's very comfortable and hydrating, and I'm enjoying it so far. When I first saw the palette, I knew I was going to do the green shades with the magenta. There's no way I could stop myself. I do plan on doing more looks with this palette, and I'm so excited to use it again. Now for the inner corner, I used a small packing brush from the Glamlight Scooby-Doo collection, and I picked up the shade Snap, which is that really bright green, and I put it in my inner corner. And now I'm using my Sigma E54 medium sweeper brush, and I'm going into the shade Devour, and I'm just packing that on my outer corner, just basically placing the shades where I want them to go, like I always do. And then I'll go back in and blend out the edges. I just really love this color combination, and I felt so freaking gorgeous in this look. I just loved it. I can already tell you this Color Story is one of my favorite palettes that I've bought this year. And with the shades that I've already used, I can already say it's the same unearthly great formula. So out of the year so far, this is definitely by far my favorite palette that I have purchased. I just freaking love it. Now I'm just using my Sigma E38 Diffuse Crease, and I'm just blending on the edges of that. That's just like a medium size blending brush, and I'm just trying to smoke it out. And I wanted to say this palette has 3 multichromes in it, 5 mattes, and a few metallics and duochromes as well. It's such a gorgeous palette. The multi-chromes are like really surprising. Now I'm just going back in with that Sigma medium sweeper brush, and I'm just trying to pack that Devour shade on to try to get the level of intensity that I want, which you know already is very dark. I just love a really like deep eyeshadow look. It's my favorite. I know that $145 is a lot to spend on a collection, but that makes me so glad that she decided to sell the palette separately because it really is a great palette. But with that in mind, you could also try to recreate this look with palettes in your collection. You don't have to like spend the money for this. These colors are just a beautiful color combo to do together, and if you haven't tried it yet, I really recommend it. Now I'm using my Singe Beauty EO4, and I'm going into that Carnivore shade, and I'm just putting that in the outer corner and trying to deepen it up a little bit more. I'm just really freaking loving this. Now I'm using that same brush, and I'm going into Devour, and I'm just trying to blend out the Carnivore shade a little bit better and kind of blend it into what I already have laying down. I always spend a lot of time on the outer corner, and to be honest, it's probably too much time, and you don't have to do that. I'm probably just way overdoing it. Now I'm going into this deep green shade. It's called Prey, and I'm using a Ace Beauty like packing brush, and I'm just trying to deepen it up a little bit. I really wanted to go for like a very smoky eye for this. I switched my brush, and this one is from the Beetlejuice collection from Makeup Revolution, and I don't recommend that brush set, but basically all you need is like a blending brush that's kind of flat, if that makes sense. But I just really wanted to smoke out my inner corner. Now I'm going into the black shade called Consume, and for that I'm using a pencil brush. It is the Profusion ES6, and I'm just tapping that into like a wing shape on my outer corner and up into the crease a little bit, just trying to deepen that outer corner a lot. I really love how this look paired with the lipstick. I thought they looked really beautiful together. I end up later putting one of the multi-chromes from the palette on my lip, and it was really cool, but I think I liked it better the color it was before I did that. Now I'm going back into the black shade, and I'm using a Onsai FR4. It's like a short smudging brush, and I'm just pressing that into my lower lash line to try to deepen that up some. I typically don't take a dark shade like that far into my inner corner, but I just wanted to try it out this time, especially since I was going for such a dark, vampy look. I'm also kind of blending that up into my outer corner on the top lid. And now I'm going in to the shade Snap. And for that, I'm using a Dew Color number 10 brush. That brush is kind of similar to the other one that I was just using. But just so you know, all my favorite brushes and all of these products will be linked in my description box. And I try to always link my favorite brushes, and I have some at different price points as well. And they're all very good. I recommend all of them. Leave it to me to state the obvious. Now I'm just using that same brush, and I'm going into that deep emerald green shade. It's called Prey, and I'm just using that to blend out the black. I really freaking love this combo. I have a really fun look planned out already to do with those green shades, and I'm really excited about it. Now I'm just applying my NYX glitter glue and getting my lids ready to put shimmers on them. This is always my favorite part. I love the mattes, but the multi-chromes are awesome. I've been waiting all year for Unearthly Cosmetics to release their Halloween palette after I tried last year's Halloween palettes. They were my favorite palettes up until now. They still are some of my favorites, but I think this new release might have just taken their spot. Now we're going to use the shade Ravage. And for that, I'm using a Dew Color number 4 brush. Shade Ravage is a metallic burgundy. I'm just using that up against those deeper colors in my outer corner so I can get it to blend in easier with the outer corner and for the inner corner when I use one of the multi-chromes. Now I'm using that same brush. I just cleaned it off a little bit and I'm going into the shade Instinct and I'm just putting that kind of over top of the edge of that last shade I used, which was Ravage. And I'm just using my finger to apply it because sometimes you can get a little more impact when you do that. And I didn't really want that shade to take over the eye look completely. This is a flat shader brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm using that and going in to the multi-chrome called Trap. This is described as an iridescent chartreuse multi-chrome with a pink and orange shift, and it couldn't be more accurate. This shade is freaking gorgeous. I'm literally smiling while I'm putting it on my face. I am just truly so thrilled with this palette. If you guys ever take a recommendation that I give you, please take this one. It is so freaking awesome. Now I'm using the shade Snack, and I'm using the Sigma E30 pencil brush. And I'm just blending that shade into my inner corner and trying to blend it into the shade Trap. Snack is described as a white mashed multi-chrome with pink and golden peach shifts. It is just stunning. You really can't see how great they are in the swatches, which is why I like to show you guys these up close shots of the eye look. And in case you guys couldn't tell, I freaking love this palette. I love it so much. And now you can see where I put that multi-chrome on my lips. And I topped it with the lip oil from this collection. And I liked it better the other way. In my waterline, I'm using the cream gel liner in the shade Electric Daisy. And I also used my Tartelette mascara. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, bye.